powerful footsteps shake the unforgiving land. The roars of kings carry the dust of life and the breath of mortality. Rulers created by the divine, blessed with strength and pride. The lion. Each hunt is a testament to faith and willpower. Each battle, a trial of survival. This is the journey of the mightiest in the African savanna. Welcome to Wild Savannah, the lion's journey to becoming the ruler. Dawn breaks, and the soft light of the rising sun bathes the savanna in a golden glow. The air is still, but this tranquility is merely a facade for the hunt waiting to erupt. A large male kudu walks gracefully, unaware that death is lurking nearby. The dry grass whispers under a gentle breeze, but hidden within the tufts lies the deadly stillness of a lioness. Hunger sharpens the lioness's instincts. The skilled huntress silently studies the terrain and her prey. That is the moment the lioness has been waiting for, with patience and skill. The kudu realizes everything too late. The predator has burst into a sprint, charging forward like a lightning bolt. A large meal, enough to sustain the pride for a week. A powerful takedown ends the hunt in mere seconds. All of it crafted from instincts honed by millennia of evolution in the harsh, sprawling grasslands. Once again, the lion asserts its reign over the savanna. The lion's journey to dominate the savanna is an enduring struggle. It all begins and ends on the vast, endless plains, where the blazing sun beats down so fiercely that it makes the air shimmer like waves of heat. This is an unforgiving arena, where life and demise are separated by the thinnest of threads. The African savanna, a grand stage of untamed nature. Here, there are no lines drawn for ease or comfort. It is a golden sea of grass stretching to the horizon, spanning over 5 million square miles, nearly 30% of Africa's landmass. But do not be deceived by its vast and majestic beauty. The savanna is a realm of trials, where every creature, even lions, the most formidable predators, must grapple with the unending struggle for survival. Lions are not just fierce predators. They are guardians of the ecosystem, gatekeepers who ensure the delicate balance of the savanna remains intact. Their role in the food chain is of utmost importance. They hunt and bring down prey ranging from wildebeest to zebras and even giants like the Cape buffalo. A Cape buffalo feast can sustain an entire pride for days, like a grand banquet amidst the harshness of nature. They act as nature's regulators, keeping herbivore populations in check. An uncontrolled herd of wildebeest could strip the vegetation bare, pushing the entire ecosystem toward collapse. The lion's predatory behavior ensures the savanna's grasses are not devoured down to the roots. Yet the savanna is a realm where every creature must learn to survive with everything they have. Even lions, despite being rulers, are not exempt from this relentless law. They hunt, defend their territories, and fight to maintain their reign, all in a natural landscape where challenges from the Creator never relent. It is an unending struggle, a cycle of survival where only resilience and adaptability can secure their continued existence. The African savanna stretches endlessly to the horizon, where the sun bakes the ground like a giant furnace. The air is thick with waves of heat rising from the parched fields, and nothing comes easily. Somewhere on this unforgiving land, lion cubs are born, tiny and fragile. From their very first moments, these future kings of the savanna must learn to face the harshest challenges. The story begins in the shadows of dense thickets, where lion cubs are born. They weigh just 2 to 4 pounds, their eyes tightly shut, helpless and vulnerable. There are no bright lights or guarantees of safety waiting for them. Instead, they enter a world filled with countless dangers. As the lion cubs grow, they begin to crawl, then stumble as they learn to walk, clumsy and unsteady on their tiny legs. Their only nourishment is their mother's milk, rich in protein and fat, providing the essential nutrients needed for growth. Yet even feeding time can be cut short if a predator appears. Life for lion cubs is a series of uncertainties where sleep and peace are often interrupted by the constant demands of survival. Endurance, resilience, and adaptability are what keep them alive. The savanna never stops testing its rulers. It is a place where lion cubs must learn to survive in an unforgiving environment. When the dry season's heat bears down on the savanna, the harshness reaches its peak. The grasslands become barren wastelands. Water, the most precious gift, nearly vanishes. The lion cubs must learn to endure thirst, staying close to the pride as they travel miles in search of water. As the lion cubs grow older, they learn to listen to the savanna. Every sound carries a message. A low growl from their mother is a command to drop down and stay perfectly still, hidden within the tall grass. The roar of the savanna is not a lullaby, but a warning. Here, there is no room for weakness. In this merciless environment, lion cubs, tiny, vulnerable lives just beginning, must learn to survive amidst ever-present threats. Hyenas howl through the night, their calls echoing like the cries of bloodthirsty warriors in the shadows. With packs of 20 or even 30 members, hyenas are fearless in their raids and killings. According to Panthera, hyena packs are responsible for 50% of lion cub deaths in the first year. When they find an unprotected cub, they swiftly eliminate a potential future rival. Leopards, solitary hunters with the patience of silent assassins, also seize every opportunity. They slink quietly through tree branches, their eyes glowing in the dark, and when they spot a young, vulnerable enemy, they strike with the speed of an arrow. They know how to escape a lioness's pursuit, dragging their victim high into the trees where no one can reach them. And so, the savannah loses yet another future king. But lions are not born to falter. They are nurtured within a tightly knit pride, an organized community where protection is an essential part of life. The pride is an extended family, with lionesses bound by deep connections. They don't just care for their own cubs, but also support each other, defending the vulnerable from threats. Amid the searing heat and scarcity of resources, this bond is the pride's greatest strength. No cub is abandoned, and no life is forgotten while they remain within the pride's embrace. Lionesses are the first line of defense. They are ever watchful, their eyes scanning the horizon, ready to fight to protect their young. To keep their cubs safe, lionesses continuously move them, hiding them in dense thickets or rocky outcrops, natural fortresses crafted by the instincts of survival. Meanwhile, the pride acts as a living fortress, an impenetrable security system. The lionesses cooperate to care for and guard all the cubs, regardless of whose offspring they are. This unity is the key to survival. Each morning, the African savannah awakens with the sounds of life and the whispers of mortality. The sun rises like a blazing orb, scorching the vast grasslands. In this place, the young must learn to become masters of survival. Tall grasses, standing over 3 feet high, whisper under the hot wind, like secretive walls hiding the relentless game unfolding within. Here, there is no room for weakness, and every creature knows that only the strong earn the right to exist. The lion cub, small, fragile, yet full of longing, begins its journey. A journey to survive, to hunt, and to overcome the harsh lessons that only the savannah can teach. Lion cubs are unfamiliar with the gentleness of peaceful mornings. For them, each day brings a stern lesson from the savannah. It is a place where play becomes their first classroom, where every pounce and playful bite holds deeper significance than its carefree appearance. The cubs' bounding footsteps tear through the air like a declaration of war against their own fragility. They chase each other through the grass, pouncing with all the strength their young bodies can muster. But these are not simple games. They are training sessions. Their clumsy leaps and tackles not only spark laughter, but also build strong muscles and quick reflexes. The savannah is unforgiving of slowness or weakness. Every sprint, every missed pounce is a lesson about never stopping. The tall grass isn't just a playground, it's a harsh classroom. Lion cubs learn to stay low, keeping their bodies pressed close to the ground so even the sharpest-eyed prey won't spot them. When a strong gust of wind sweeps through, it's the perfect cue to move undetected. They master controlling their breath, aligning each heartbeat with the relentless rhythm of the savanna. Perhaps the most critical lesson is patience. The tense moments when the cubs must wait silently for the perfect moment to act. If they strike too early, their prey, maybe just a wandering butterfly or a careless bird, will vanish in an instant. Those failures serve as painful reminders that haste comes at a high cost. According to research by the African Wildlife Foundation, lion cubs become more effective hunters through these early failures, cultivating patience like true warriors. The savanna, in all its harshness, shows no mercy. But it is through this very unforgiving nature that lion cubs learn to live, to hunt, and to face every challenge nature throws their way. They grow with every game and every failure, until one day they become master predators, ready to etch their names into this fierce arena. Such is life in the savanna. No place for the weak, only for those who grow stronger each day. Every creature knows that life and death are two sides of the same coin, flipped with every movement. To prepare for this reality, observation and imitation are the first skills that lion cubs must master. Learning begins with their eyes. Wide and sharp, like jewels hidden in the dry grass, those eyes follow every gesture, every movement of the master predators. Each quiet step through the tall grass taken by the elders, each crouch in anticipation, is a perfect display of the art of hunting. Patience becomes ingrained. Stay silent. Move like a shadow, making not a single sound. The savanna's grass offers no shelter to the careless. Young paws must learn to blend seamlessly into their surroundings. Lion cubs can spend hours just watching. They must learn to hear every sound, from the wind whistling through the grass to the distant mournful cries of unfortunate prey. They memorize how the experienced hunters seize every opportunity, every advantage the unforgiving savanna provides. But observation is only the first step. Imitation is how survival skills are honed. Every movement, every soft step, every pounce into the air. They experiment, fall, and try again. This is how the savanna teaches its young. No one is born strong. You must learn from the environment. You must be as cunning as this land itself. Because only those who observe, learn, and adapt can earn the crown of the king, ruling over the harsh grasslands. The first hunts of young lion cubs begin early. Every chase, every missed leap, and every pounce that lands on empty air becomes a valuable lesson. These are not meaningless failures. They build muscle strength, sharpen reflexes, and fine-tune the instincts needed to become a master predator. But the savanna never stops at simple games. When the hot, dry winds sweep across the grasslands and the earth cracks with thirst, the challenges grow truly harsh. Larger and more cunning prey test the wild instincts of these young lions. Practice is never easy, especially when survival is on the line in the wild. Hunts that stretch for miles under the blistering sun of the savannah teach lessons in patience and endurance. Lions gradually master the art of stalking. They crouch low to the ground, melting into their surroundings like shadows. Every minute becomes a trial. A single flick of the tail, a breath out of rhythm, can ruin everything. Every day these hunts are like miniature battles, and the savannah is an arena that never rests. Dry riverbeds, thorny acacia bushes, and sand dunes stretching for miles become obstacles to overcome. It is here that hunting skills are honed to perfection. As the sun sets and casts its final light across the savannah, there is no rest. Every step, every pounce is a testament to the harshness of this land. Predators learn to grow through practice, through every failure, to be ready for the great battle of life. The lessons learned in their youth become essential tools for lions as they grow. The African savannah is no place for chaos or disarray. Here, life and death are determined by flawless coordination and precise strategy. Lions are the only social hunters among the big cats. A group of lions is called a pride, a term that celebrates the strength and majesty of these grassland kings. The lion pride is a symbol of unity and strict organization, where every member has a role, and the division of tasks is crucial for maintaining dominance over the unforgiving plains. The structure of a lion pride is designed to maximize survival and hunting success. A typical pride consists of 10 to 15 members, though sometimes it can be even larger. These adult females are the backbone of the group, responsible not only for giving birth and raising the cubs, but also for leading the hunts. They are not just mothers. They are elite warriors, trained to take down large prey like zebras, wildebeests, wild buffalo, and even bigger herbivores. Small prey like hares, impalas, or warthogs present early life challenges. Though small, these creatures are anything but easy targets. They are swift and agile, capable of dodging in an instant. An impala can leap up to 10 feet high and 30 feet far, as if flying across the plains. Faced with such challenges, lions must perfect every pounce and adjust every movement. The success of a small hunt depends not on sheer strength, but on cunning and strategy. Lions must use every environmental advantage. The top predators of the grasslands can accelerate to 35 miles per hour in mere seconds. This speed can only be sustained for a short distance, less than 100 feet. But that is just enough to close the gap and seize a young, inexperienced zebra, still learning the ways of survival. The African savannah is the kingdom of lions, the ultimate masters of the hunt. But in this land where the sun scorches and the wind whips clouds of dust across dry plains, there is no mercy for the weak. The air crackles with the sounds of life and death, where every heartbeat of prey is a challenge to the power of these supreme predators. For lions, Every hunt is a life-or-death struggle. Raw strength alone is not enough to conquer the giants of the savannah. No single lion can take down large prey alone, and no pride can hunt big game without strategy. But prey does not surrender easily. Cape buffalo, weighing up to 1,500 pounds, wield horns like swords, ready to fight back and trample any attacker if cornered. Despite their massive size, buffalo can charge at speeds of 35 miles per hour. Their bulk and 16-inch long horns have inflicted serious injuries on many reckless predators. The lions know this. They gather in force, working to create confusion and panic within the buffalo herd. Using the skills learned from their mothers, a lioness will find the prey's weak point, the unprotected hindquarters and leg muscles. The strength of an adult lion is undeniable. Rippling muscles, jaws like steel traps, and a body weight of over 500 pounds are what the savannah demands of its rulers. A single bite, powerful enough to crush a windpipe, is the result of thousands of years of evolution. Eventually, even the massive prey falls to the relentless effort of these young kings. A hunt is not just about strength. It is a test of intelligence and endurance. This is a land where every struggle is a deadly dance. Every pounce, every bite, every act of stalking is a testament to their adaptability, power, and superior intellect. Not every lion hunt ends in success. Even the most flawless strategy can be undone by the savannah's unforgiving nature. A shift in the wind might carry the scent of lions to alert the prey. The tall, dry grass, over 3 feet high, can hide predators well, but it can also rustle and betray their presence to the keen ears of the hunted. Cape buffalo, one of the largest and most aggressive herbivores, is a nightmare that even the fiercest predators must respect. Leading the charge is a brave lioness, the risk-taker who pushes the pride forward. Her courage is the flame that keeps the group from retreating. Behind her are the male lions, powerful warriors expected to help bring down the colossal prey. But this time, things do not go as planned. When faced with the raw power of a buffalo, one of the male lions, the pride's pillar of strength, loses his nerve. With astonishing resilience, the buffalo endures deadly bites while wielding its 16-inch long horns to strike back at its attackers. These confrontations often lead to severe injuries or even death for the lions, especially when they face adult buffaloes that fight to their last breath. But the savannah is not a place of pain alone. It is also a land where constant learning is nurtured. From failures, adult lions learn to adapt and refine their strategies. They reorganize. Tactics are sharpened, honed like a blade. Gone are the reckless attacks. In their place is the strategy of divide and conquer. The pride splits into smaller groups, each with a distinct role. The first group causes confusion, disorienting the prey and isolating one from the herd. As the defenses weaken, the second group moves in from the flanks, stealthy as shadows weaving through the tall grass, leaving the prey with no clear escape. Coordination now operates with pinpoint accuracy. Every move is calculated. Wind direction is constantly checked to ensure the predator's scent remains undetected. Hunting success isn't just about strength, it is also about patience. Lions wait silently, maintaining a distance of around 30 feet before striking. A new battle begins. Lions on either flank move swiftly, working to isolate a single buffalo from the herd. They operate like disciplined warriors, each with a role: to confuse, exhaust, and encircle. This is a life or death gamble, as their prey, a wild buffalo, is known to injure more lions than any other prey. Coordination and strategy are the keys to victory. Still, lions must remain cautious, as a single well-aimed charge from the buffalo's horns could end it all in an instant. The battle stretches over several tense minutes. Determination and smart strategy lead the pride to victory, a well-earned reward for their relentless effort after so many painful defeats. However, in the African savanna, victory is never guaranteed. When the dust settles and the echoing footsteps fade away, a large prey falls. But this is only the beginning. Predators must face their next challenge, defending their hard-earned meal. Because in this wild expanse, the scent of fresh blood doesn't just attract hungry lions. It calls to opportunists, shadowy thieves ready to pounce on any opening. The lionesses, swift and decisive, form a protective circle around the prey. They keep watch, ready to strike at any intruder. The male lions, massive and intimidating, stand as powerful guardians, natural-born warriors defending the pride's meal. They know that with a bite force reaching 650 psi, an encounter with them is something enemies would rather avoid. Battling prey is only the beginning. Lions must continue to face even harsher challenges from the very land they inhabit. When the dry season arrives, their kingdom transforms into a massive furnace, scorching everything that remains. The searing heat radiates from the cracked earth like the breath of a colossal beast, relentless and unforgiving. Every drop of water vanishes, every blade of grass withers, and all life is put to the test. For lions, the reigning predators of this land, the dry season is not merely a random harshness of nature. It is an unbeatable adversary, turning the struggle for survival into an unending battle. Despite living in the dry and scorching savanna, An adult lion still needs 4 to 5 gallons of water each day to stay healthy. However, according to the Savannah Ecology Journal in 2023, average rainfall in the savannah has decreased by 15% over the past 2 decades. As a result, water holes have dried up, rivers have been reduced to barren beds, and the search for water has become a race for survival. With water sources disappearing, lion prides are forced to travel farther, sometimes up to 10 to 15 miles a day, to find a drink. But that journey is anything but safe. Predators are always lurking. Outside their territory, any lion that appears weakened or exhausted becomes a target for hyenas and rival lion prides. Then comes the crisis of dwindling prey. It's not just the water that vanishes, the prey does too. Herds of wildebeest, zebras, and antelope migrate in search of greener pastures, leaving the savannah barren and empty. For lions, proud hunters, the struggle for food becomes fiercer than ever. Lions must venture into unfamiliar territories, facing fatigue and higher risks as they hunt. Energy depletes, health deteriorates, and exhaustion seeps into every cell. When prey becomes scarce, the entire pride's existence teeters on the brink. A starving pride is a weakened one, and in the world of the savannah, weakness often spells death. Lions are forced to adapt their survival strategies to endure these harsh conditions. They exploit the scarcity of water, turning drying mudflats and rare, dwindling waterholes into natural traps. At this point, prey has no choice but to approach these traps. The frequency of lion ambushes increases by 40% during the dry season as they patiently wait at the remaining water sources. Here, patience becomes a powerful weapon. Every pounce must be precise, every ambush perfect, for failure means wasted energy, an irretrievable loss in the unforgiving savannah. But the changes don't stop there. As wildebeest, zebras, and buffalo migrate further in search of food, lions must follow their prey. These hunts, stretching up to 10 miles, require flawless coordination among the lionesses. They must travel greater distances, expend more energy, and sometimes resort to hunting prey they usually avoid, such as young elephants or giraffes. Hunting a giraffe is a deadly gamble. A single kick from the giraffe's massive hind legs can generate thousands of pounds of force, enough to break bones and kill an adult lion. In the savannah, the lion reigns as the ultimate predator. Yet, even these kings must contend with formidable challenges. The struggle for survival is not only between lions and their prey, but also with natural adversaries that are always waiting for an opportunity. The relationship between lions and their rivals is more than just confrontation. It is an essential part of the savannah's ecological web. When lions shift their hunting strategies or are forced into fiercer competition, the entire ecosystem is affected. This fragile balance, where every conflict and every drop of blood spilled on the cracked earth leaves a mark, sustains the relentless cycle of survival in the savannah. Lions and hyenas, two proud predators, are locked in an endless cycle of confrontation. They share a preference for the same prey: wildebeest, zebras, and sometimes wild buffalo. But their conflict isn't just about hunting. It's a struggle over every remaining carcass in the sun-scorched savanna. Both lions and hyenas occupy overlapping ecological niches, with their diets overlapping by up to 58.6%. This has led to fierce clashes that have shaped their evolution and adaptations over time. According to the African Carnivore Conflict Study of 2023, 66% of their encounters occur around a kill. During the dry season, when prey is scarce and water sources dry up, these conflicts intensify. The frequency of skirmishes between the two species increases by 25%, as both must fight for every resource to survive. The Journal of Wildlife Behavior in 2024 notes that hyenas successfully steal food from lions in 53% of cases, especially when they outnumber the lions. Chobe National Park in Botswana, renowned for its rich and diverse ecosystem, is a prime stage where the fierce competition between lions and hyenas unfolds. Here, hyenas have demonstrated a remarkable ability to challenge and steal kills from lions. Data from the Chobe Predator Study of 2023 reveals that hyenas successfully snatch meals from lions in 63% of encounters. This is a testament to the resilience and tactical strength of hyenas, who often use their numerical advantage to exhaust lions and force them to abandon their food. When confronted with a freshly killed prey, hyenas do not immediately rush in. Instead, they wait patiently at a safe distance of 98 to 328 feet, keeping a watchful eye on the lions. They bide their time, waiting until the lions are distracted or have finished eating before moving in to claim the carcass. This strategy minimizes the risk of lion attacks while maximizing the hyena's chances of seizing the meal with minimal effort. However, hyenas are not merely passive scavengers. In many instances, they become bolder. When they have a clear numerical advantage, hyenas will approach closer and put direct pressure on the lions. Their sheer numbers and the unsettling maniacal cackles they emit can create enough chaos to force lions to retreat and relinquish their meal. These confrontations are more than simple food thefts. They are fierce competitions, with hyenas often managing to feed even as lions struggle to defend their kill. Remarkably, in Chobe, the animosity between lions and hyenas extends beyond disputes over food. The Chobe Wildlife Conflict Report of 2024 highlights that these two species frequently attack each other even when there is no food at stake, and sometimes clashes occur without any clear reason. The African savanna is not only a land full of challenges, but also a stage for fierce confrontations between the top predators. Among these, the relationship between lions and Nile crocodiles stands as a vivid example of the brutal competition for survival. Each species reigns supreme in its own domain, and when the boundaries between land and water blur, violent encounters become inevitable. The African savanna burns under the scorching sun during the dry season, transforming into a parched sea of endless heat. Here, every drop of water is a treasure, fiercely defended by the most dangerous predators. It is here that lions, the kings of the land, must face off against Nile crocodiles, the invisible rulers of the water, in brutal, high-stakes encounters. The dry season stretches on for months. The earth cracks, and the scorching heat seeps into every withered leaf. Herds of wildebeest, zebras, and other prey flock to desolate rivers or shrinking waterholes where life teeters on the brink of death. Lions have no choice but to follow, but each approach to the water is fraught with peril lurking beneath the deceptively calm surface. The African Predator Interaction Report of 2023 recorded that 20% of lion and Nile crocodile encounters occur at these remaining water sources, especially during the dry season, when all creatures are forced to congregate in the same place. It's not just predators that pose challenges. Even herbivorous titans can make lions wary. The hippopotamus, weighing up to 3,500 pounds and protected by a 2-inch thick hide, is a crushing machine capable of flattening any intruder. Its jaws, armed with incisors up to 16 inches and canines that can reach 20 inches, generate a bite force of 1,800 pounds per square inch, nearly 3 times that of a male lion's bite. Even crocodiles that share the same waters keep a respectful distance from hippos. Normally, hippos lie submerged in water, appearing peaceful, like massive, lazy boulders dotting lakes and rivers. But when their territory is threatened, they transform into aggressive powerhouses, ready to burst into action with astonishing speed. Despite their massive bodies, they can charge at speeds of up to 19 miles per hour. Hippos are colossal creatures no one wants to provoke. During the dry season, as the savanna bakes under the relentless heat and food becomes scarce, lions may be forced to consider riskier prey. Yet even when hunting in a pride, targeting a full-grown hippo is a perilous gamble. The Savannah Predator Interaction Study of 2023 indicates that only 5% of lion attacks are directed at hippos, and most of these target young or injured individuals. The lion's journey to dominance doesn't end with conquering prey, overcoming the trials of weather, or battling rivals. They must also confront their own kind, navigate the dynamics of the pride, the complexities of family, and ultimately surpass themselves. The sky burns crimson as the sun sinks toward the horizon of the savannah. The landscape shimmers in the last light of day. But here, beauty never comes hand in hand with peace. This is the hour of unending battles, where power and status are measured by fangs and strength. And it is here, amidst nature's harshness, that nomadic male lion coalitions are born. When a male lion matures, typically around 2 or 3 years old, there is no longer a place for him in the pride. Maturity comes with expulsion. The dominant male lion will not tolerate the presence of a younger male growing stronger each day, even if that younger male is his own son. Alone and cast out from the safety of the pride, these young male lions become nomadic wanderers. They roam aimlessly, seeking to establish their own territory. Without the protection and support of a pride, nomadic males are vulnerable, constantly facing the threat of enemies and the shadow of mortality. But nature has its own way of providing balance. Instead of fighting alone, these young male lions form alliances. They band together, often with brothers or age mates from other prides. In the world of lions, alliances are lifelines. These bonds are as strong as chains of steel, allowing them to face the greatest challenges of the savannah. A 2023 study from the Savannah Predator Research Institute found that coalitions of 3 or more male lions have a 40% higher success rate in claiming and defending territories compared to pairs. Together, they become mobile armies, warriors on a quest for power over hundreds of square miles. But they cannot wander forever. Sooner or later, the ultimate goal remains: to conquer territory, defend a pride of lionesses, and pass on their genes. However, forming a coalition is only the first step in the arduous journey of survival. Every coalition needs territory, and each land rich in resources is a rare prize. Land, water, prey, all are invaluable resources, and there is not enough for everyone. Climate change worsens the situation. According to a 2023 study by the African Lion Research Institute, longer dry seasons and shrinking water supplies have increased the risk of conflict between lion coalitions by 30%. As fertile lands shrink, lion alliances have no choice but to engage in relentless battles. Fights between nomadic male lion coalitions are not just clashes of brute strength, but also fierce battles of wits. When a coalition decides to challenge a rival, they do not charge recklessly into battle. Instead, their roars echo across the savannah like war drums beating in the open air. These roars are not only declarations of presence, but also psychological weapons designed to test the enemy's resolve. When retreat is no longer an option, the battle erupts. A male lion strike is as powerful as a sledgehammer. Fights can last from minutes to hours, and the bloody wounds left behind are marks of survival. Every bite, every strike is a final attempt to claim dominance. According to the Journal of Big Cat Conservation in 2024, 60% of these conflicts result in severe injuries, with one side forced to retreat or face total defeat. The losers, heavily wounded or weakened, are condemned to continue their wandering journey. Without territory or shelter, the savannah becomes a desperate expanse where the odds of survival dwindle with every passing day. Even when a coalition wins and claims territory, the struggle doesn't end. They must defend it from other coalitions, always waiting for a chance to overthrow them. A territory may span up to 100 square miles, but keeping it is an endless battle. Failure means becoming a wanderer once more, facing the harsh realities of the savannah, where scorching heat and dwindling resources are the invisible enemies always lurking. Nevertheless, the ultimate goal of nomadic male lion coalitions remains to claim established prides with breeding lionesses. The African savanna is not a land that gives generously. Water, prey, prime territory, and lionesses capable of producing the next generation are all essential for survival. When nomadic coalitions discover a promising territory, there is no guarantee that a clash with resident lions won't occur. The male lions of established prides will not surrender their control without a fight. Roars echo across the plains, and powerful paw steps crush the dry, brittle earth, an unmistakable declaration of war. The tactics of nomadic male lion coalitions are not based solely on brute strength. Wisdom and coordinated strategy play crucial roles. Larger coalitions, often with 3 or more males, use their numbers to outmaneuver and isolate opponents, driving them into corners. However, the aging males of resident prides, though lacking youthful vigor, possess valuable experience and an intimate knowledge of the land. The battles become tests of endurance, where each strike and bite can draw blood and shatter bones. There is no mercy, only winners and losers. Victory for the nomadic coalitions is not guaranteed. According to the Journal of Wildlife Conflict Studies in 2024, only 40% of these confrontations end in success for the challengers. Those who triumph do more than claim territory. They reshape the entire pride. Infanticide, a term that sounds criminal, is a harsh reality of nature's survival strategy. The young cubs of the defeated males are swiftly and mercilessly eliminated. Data from Panthera organization in 2023 indicates that 25% of lion cub deaths are due to this act. It is brutal, but necessary. By removing the previous generation, the new males force the lionesses back into estrus, ensuring the start of a lineage of their own. When a lion pride decides to defend or expand its territory, the battle begins with careful probing. Their roars thunder like rolling storms, echoing up to 5 miles across the savannah, touching every blade of grass and every bush. This is the first tactic, a psychological strike meant to shake the confidence of their enemies. But if the intruders show no fear or hesitation, conflict becomes inevitable. The dominant males step into battle with a commanding presence, their manes bristling like warriors adorned in armor. Their muscular bodies and razor-sharp claws are the weapons that nature has bestowed upon them. Before the first blow lands, there are rituals of intimidation. Fake lunges and testing strikes are exchanged to gauge the opponent's reflexes. This is not just a clash of brute strength, but a tense chess match where every wrong move could spell the downfall of the entire pride. When the clash ignites, it explodes with the ferocity of a storm. A male lion's bite, exerting up to 650 pounds per square inch of force, is powerful enough to subdue any opponent who dares to falter. The savannah's terrain also plays a crucial role in the battle. Every mound of earth and clump of grass can be an ally or an enemy, depending on how it is used. Prides familiar with every inch of their land will leverage the terrain to ambush, cut off escape routes, or create invisible traps. In open areas, encirclement tactics are employed to pin the enemy down and leave no room for retreat. Lionesses, though not the primary warriors, are not passive bystanders. They will defend their cubs fiercely and even charge into battle if the situation becomes dire. According to the Journal of Big Cat Behavior in 2024, lionesses successfully intervene in 20% of these skirmishes, helping their pride to either fend off danger or gain a strategic advantage. Every battle for territory or the defense of resources begins, unfolds, and ends with unrelenting brutality. The victorious pride gains much: new territory with precious water sources and promising hunting grounds. These rewards are like salvation in an environment where every drop of water and every piece of meat holds immeasurable value. Securing new territory means greater safety for the cubs and better hunting grounds for the lionesses, keeping the pride strong and thriving. But the cost of victory is steep. The male lions, even if they secure new land, often suffer severe injuries. Their bodies are covered with deep bite wounds, and bone-cracking pounces leave lasting damage. It's not just pain, it's a constant threat. According to African Wildlife Conservation in 2024, 25% of lions injured in these battles do not survive beyond 2 weeks. Wounds diminish their ability to hunt, putting the pride at risk of food shortages, especially during the recovery period. Injured male lions become burdens for the pride, and in the harsh savannah, any burden can jeopardize the entire group. And the defeated prides? Disaster befalls them, as lost territory forces them into exile, wandering across barren lands, devoid of water and prey, facing relentless hunger. Cubs, no longer protected by secure territory, become easy victims. According to the Journal of Big Cat Behavior, mortality rates for cubs in defeated prides soar to 50%. Predators like spotted hyenas, ever watchful for moments of vulnerability, seize the opportunity. The loss of cubs means an entire generation wiped out. The lionesses, the pride's silent warriors, face not only the grief of losing their young, but also the strain of hunting farther from home, expending precious energy. If they cannot provide enough food, the pride's health declines. This exhaustion reduces the lioness's reproductive success, threatening the future of the entire pride. Prides that were strong and proud yesterday can become vulnerable and susceptible to further invasion today. Even within a unified pride, internal conflicts can still erupt. Life under the African savanna sky has never known peace. Every inch of land is a battleground, and adult lions are reluctant warriors, constantly thrust into struggles to assert their dominance and defend their throne. After relentless struggles, the rainy season finally sweeps over the African savanna, transforming the parched landscape into a lush, green paradise. The grey sky is torn apart by fierce lightning, and torrential downpours flood the once dry rivers, breathing life back into waterholes and streams. The entire land seems to sigh with relief after months of searing heat. Water rushes across the plains, turning dusty earth into thick mud, and fresh grass springs up, growing tall and dense, covering the savanna in a vibrant green carpet. The rainy season brings a new world to the savanna. Grass grows several feet high, forming thick green walls that obscure visibility and turn every hunt into a challenging game of stealth. Under the grey, misty sky, the grasslands become a sprawling maze. This is when lions must adapt their hunting strategies, extending their range up to 5 miles a day to keep up with herds that move constantly with the water's flow. The Great Migration, an African marvel. Each year, around 1.5 million wildebeest, 200,000 zebras, and hundreds of thousands of gazelles embark on this life-or-death journey. They migrate over 1,200 miles from the Serengeti to the Masai Mara. Moving in massive herds, they flow across the grasslands and surge through treacherous rivers like a living river. With abundant prey, lionesses can breed and raise their cubs more safely. The Lion Cub Survival Report of 2024 shows a 15% increase in cub survival rates during the rainy season, thanks to plentiful food and better protection from the pride. These tiny creatures, born into this lush green land, grow up in a world full of promise, but also brimming with danger. The Savannah Ecology Study of 2023 shows that during the rainy season, grass can grow up to 3 feet tall, forcing lions to change their hunting tactics. Their vision becomes limited, and stalking prey becomes more challenging in this lush, green world. Unable to charge forward as they do in the dry season, lions must adapt their hunting strategies. The patience and technique of the lioness become her sharpest weapons. She spends hours, her eyes locked onto a potential target. She even memorizes every warthog burrow within her territory, a strategy honed through thousands of years of evolution. Eventually, her patience is rewarded. A massive male warthog with tusks as sharp as deadly weapons steps out. Thick bushes become the perfect allies, concealing every stalking step. The moment arrives, and the lioness bursts forward with fierce strength, each muscle seemingly crafted by nature for battle. The warthog does not surrender easily. It is as large as Mother Lioness, and dragging the carcass to a safe place is an exhausting task. But the lioness can drag prey weighing up to 200 pounds across rough terrain. Nicknamed the King of the Savannah, lions have almost no competition on land, except for hyenas, their most formidable rivals. Hyenas are skilled hunters who excel at both pack hunting and stealing kills from lions. Once again, hyenas gather in large packs, ready to snatch the lion's hard-won meals. The African Wildlife Conflict Study of 2024 reports that in 40% of food disputes, hyenas emerge victorious. Leopards, meanwhile, are quieter competitors, yet they complicate the survival landscape in a different way. Unlike the bold hyenas, leopards don't engage in direct confrontations, but their presence still disrupts the balance. They typically hunt smaller prey, but when food becomes scarce at the end of the rainy season, leopards target larger animals, depleting resources lions depend on. Competition for survival doesn't just come from other predators, it also comes from within the lion's own species. Territory, a sacred land that is not only a hunting ground but also a shield that protects vulnerable lion cubs from danger, becomes the battleground for life and death struggles. The rainy season disrupts territorial boundaries, turning lion prides into fierce warriors defending every inch of land. According to the Savannah Territorial Conflict Report of 2023, territorial clashes between lion prides increased by 20% during the rainy season. Lionesses, the main hunters, are forced to coordinate more closely to improve their success rates. But as the pride grows, or as older lionesses become less effective hunters, tensions rise. Younger, stronger lionesses sometimes challenge the pride's hierarchy, making survival not only a battle against external foes, but also a competition among their own blood. Defending territory is an unending task. Male lions patrol constantly, marking and protecting boundaries. Their roars, the war drums of the savannah, are not only warnings to intruders, but also assurances of safety for their cubs. Yet, the price is steep. These battles drain energy and leave behind wounds that are slow to heal. An injured male lion can weaken the entire pride, creating opportunities for enemies or rival prides to invade and claim resource-rich territories. The savannah shows no favor to anyone. Even lions, the rulers of the grasslands, powerful and majestic, must face challenges from their own kind. Here, every meal and every inch of territory must be fought for, amidst roars and blood-soaked claws. It is a relentless cycle of life and death, where only the smartest, strongest, and those who never give up can survive. Against this backdrop, the harsh savannah seems to heave and gasp, exhausted. The land that lions once ruled has become an unforgiving arena. Lions must not only grapple with the endless struggle for survival in a merciless environment, but also face a greater threat: environmental change and human impact. Lion populations are in steep decline. The Panthera Conservation Report of 2023 reveals that the global lion population has dwindled to around 20,000, a staggering 43% decrease over the past 3 decades. The vast plains of the Serengeti and the Masai Mara National Reserve, once paradises for these apex predators, are witnessing a slow but steady loss. Climate change is bending the rules of survival in the savannah. The rainy seasons are no longer predictable. When the rains come, they are no longer gentle showers but violent storms that flood the plains, submerging grasslands in a sea of water. Yet, it is the prolonged droughts that are the real killers. Meanwhile, humans, expanding rapidly, have taken over lands that lions once ruled. The wilderness is now fragmented by farms, villages, and paved roads. The Habitat Loss Impact Study of 2024 shows that over 75% of lions' original habitat has been lost or degraded. As grasslands are converted into farmland, lions lose not only their hunting grounds but also their prey, forcing them to venture into livestock areas. Conflict arises. Cattle, The valuable property of local farmers become targets for hungry lions, and the villagers retaliate with poison, guns, and wire traps. The Human Wildlife Conflict Report of 2023 reveals that around 600 lions are killed each year due to these confrontations. Every lion lost is more than just the death of an individual. It is a loss to the ecosystem, disrupting pride dynamics and weakening reproductive and protective capacities. Lionesses face increased threats from rival prides, and unprotected cubs become easy prey for predators. Moreover, despite efforts to curb it, the hunting of lions persists, like a shadow lurking within the protected areas. Lion manes, bones, and body parts still hold significant value on the black market. The Wildlife Trafficking Report of 2024 indicates that, although poaching incidents have decreased by 10% due to protective measures, the threat remains ever present. The savannah remains majestic yet fraught with danger. Lions, despite their strength and majesty, cannot withstand the force of these catastrophic changes alone. An entire ecosystem relies on their survival, because if lions disappear, the balance of the grasslands will collapse. The lion's mighty roar, once a symbol of power, now sounds like a cry for help. A reminder that protecting lions means safeguarding an entire ecosystem, a sacred land, and the wild stories of the savannah that humanity cannot afford to lose. But hope is not lost. Conservation efforts are being implemented tirelessly to turn the tide. In 2023, 500 square miles of protected land were expanded, creating safe breeding areas fortified with smart ecological fencing. Drones now monitor the skies, and anti-poaching patrols guard day and night, reducing poaching incidents by 35%. Where lion cubs once faced unimaginable dangers, a story of inspiring success is now unfolding. In 2023, the Masai Mara National Reserve became a symbol of hope. The Lion Guardians project transformed Maasai communities, who once viewed lions as threats, into lion protectors. The results have been remarkable. Conflict has decreased by 40%, and human-lion cooperation has become stronger. The Lion Guardians program trains Maasai to protect lions, significantly reducing livestock-related conflicts by 40%. The Wildlife GPS tracking study of 2024 reports a 20% increase in lion cub survival rates, thanks to early warnings from thermal sensors. Over 200 square miles of grasslands have been restored, sustaining prey populations and ensuring lion cubs have ample food. But to safeguard lions and the entire savannah ecosystem, we need to do more. Every individual can contribute by raising awareness, supporting conservation organizations, or simply sharing the story of lions. Small actions today can lead to significant change tomorrow. Together, let's work to protect the lion's roar, ensuring it continues to echo across the grasslands, strong and proud. And if you've ever visited the African savannah, feel free to share your knowledge and experiences in the comments below. We are spreading inspiration and motivation to preserve this natural heritage for future generations. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to join us on more incredible adventures. Or continue following the survival journeys of wildlife in other regions with Wild Kalahari, Challenges in the Land of Predators, Animal Documentary, or Wild Savannah, the migration journey and challenges in the Land of Predators.